channel all about cross stitch. So hello and welcome back if you're returning, and hello if you're new, you're more than welcome here. It's been a little while, probably the start of the year was the last time I uploaded a video, just with one thing or another, but I thought I would try and get back to it. Now, I did have this video all done last week, and then my computer said no, so I just decided to redo the whole thing and see if it would be any better. Doubt it, but we'll see. So I hope you've all been well and getting plenty of stitching in since I've been away, but I've got a bit done. I haven't been stitching all the time, so that's why I sort of haven't been on, for I haven't had an awful lot to show, but I have a good bit here. So it's going to be a bit of an impromptu mini WIP parade. So it's not everything that I have, but it's everything I've worked on. I think I counted 8 projects. 9 actually. I have to go and get another one. That's on my stand. Yeah, forgot to lift that one, so I need to go and get that one as well, but I'll get that one in a wee minute. So I think I'm just going to jump right into it. I have a couple of wee things I'll do at the end, but other than that, I think, as I say, we'll just get straight into it. I have still things in bags and stuff, so there is going to be zips and whatnot. So hopefully that's not too annoying. Oh, this is thread. So this one, oh, no, that does belong to that. This one is a stitch along. I think it's actually from 2021 if I mind right. And it is Fruits of Plenty by Modern Folk Embroidery, Jacob Modern Folk Embroidery. So I got a good wee bit done on this the other week, which I am pleased with. So now we are here. Hope you're seeing that. And I have a big long thread. Sorry, you're seeing me peeking because I can't see past the fabric while I'm showing you. So that is it all there at the minute. So I'm on to June at the minute. So I've been glad to get that done. So that's the bit I'm working there on at the minute. Sorry about this thread, but I did take it out of the stand, as I say, last week. There we go. It's kind of dark. It is the brightest morning, and that's why I'm in my kitchen, because it's the brightest room. If I went into the living room, you'd think it was raining. I'm in here and it's still, the camera's coming up. I'm actually filming on a different camera and it's still coming up like I'm dark. So fingers crossed, I'm hoping it isn't. So that is it. Yeah, as I say, I took this to the stand last week till to do the video, and I just then swapped it out for something else. Whenever I started going through other things, it was like, oh, I want stitch and that, so then that's why I changed it over. So that is where I'm at in that. I'll just do one last big one again. So that's that. That's that. I love this one, and I love getting it out. As I think I've said in previous floss tubes, every time I take it out, I always seem to make a mistake on it. Fingers crossed, I don't think I have this time. Now, I will say, up to this point, I've been working off paper patterns for this, and to be honest, I just bought it month by month. I didn't buy it as one big pattern, but I then decided this month, I thought, I must just see if it'll fit in Pattern Keeper. And sure enough it did, and it has been a lifesaver, especially with the fill where there's like little intricate things and stuff. It has been a lifesaver in that. So I'm hoping now, I'm hoping now that since I've got it onto Pattern Keeper, there'll hopefully be less mistakes. I'm hoping anyway. I have everything crossed. And I will ask you to cross everything as well for me, because at this rate, I don't know when I'm going to get it done. It'll be 2031 before it's done. But I do love it. And it's purple. What's not to love? Sorry if you don't like purple, but I do. I love it. Coffee. And it's in a Christmas mug, yeah. Because that is I have two favourite mugs for my coffee. This one's always my second. My other one is a nice tall one, but I love this mug. And I think it's actually just out of Dunn's. It's a store here in Ireland, and it probably costs like a £5, but anyway. This one, oh yes, right, I thought that was actually a different one. This one is Little Dove Stitches, and it is Sunflower Cottage. Let's forget the name of it. I just need to fold this up a wee bit for it. Fabric at the top. I love this. I love this. So that is where we're at with that. So I got a good bit done on this a few weekends ago, 2-3 weekends ago. I just sat and stitched away on it. So I got, let's see if I get closer. So I think I got 2 of the beehives and this bee done. I got this row and a bit of this border, and I got these 2 sunflowers done as well. So I did get a good wee bit, or at least if it wasn't the 2 sunflowers, it was 1.5. I think maybe one of them was already worked on, so say 1.5. So I actually got, for me, a good wee bit done, which I was happy with. But I love the colours in this. I hope it's really showing up, because it is, to me, it's showing up darker than, a wee bit darker than what it is. But it is lovely to work on. And I'll hopefully get that out, because sunflowers are my husband's favourite flowers, and I really want to get this done and up. But I know there's so much more to get done on it. I can't mind, I have this one in Pattern Keeper as well. I'm finding myself, I'm not sponsored by Pattern Keeper by the way, but I'm finding myself slowly moving on to Pattern Keeper. I need it for the full coverage, which I have 2-3 of on the go now. No, actually I have more than that, but anyway, I have, for the normal patterns, like, you know, not full coverage, I'm finding I am, if they're compatible with Pattern Keeper, I am trying to put them onto it. One is because where I stitch at, and you're probably all, a good few of you anyway, have all seen it, I don't really have room for paper pattern and a highlighter, although I'd make room if I need it, but it ends up falling on the floor or something. So I know I could get the stand for my Lowry stand, which I see they now have a holder for your tab, and I'm that much in pulling the pin and getting it. I just need to make sure it obviously fits my tab, or what way that works. But if anybody has purchased it and has been using it, let me know, for definitely I would like to know what you think of it. But no, as I say, if anything's sort of compatible with Pattern Keeper now, I tend to put it into it and go from there. But if it's not, it's not, and I still use paper and highlighter. I'm not adverse to it. I will still use it if that's an option, or if it's the only option I can go by. So that was that. So that was Little Dove Stitches, Sunflower Cottage. Okay, next up, I actually went and got the one I've been working on, and you might hear oh no, she's drinking, because as I'm in the kitchen, the dog, well, one of the dogs is in the living room, and I've closed the door. She's happily lying in my chair, and the other one, she's actually went back to her bed. So if you do hear ch-ch-ch, that's all it is. It's just her diddling about. Okay, so next up, as I say, this is the one I'm working on at the minute, and I have a thread dangling there. We'll do that. So this is the Scarlet House Needfuls. So that is those. All little cushions. I absolutely love them. They are brilliant. The one I'm working on is this one here. That one. And I'm loving working on it. The call for fabric was 40 count, and I can see why now, because I am working on 36 count. It's just natural linen. It's big. It's, to me, it's not cushion size. To me, it's going to be too big for a cushion. Excuse me. But I'm not. It is what it is. I'm not too bothered. So this is us here. So as you can see, it is like the size of my hand. So to me, it's just too big for a cushion. But I'm absolutely loving it. As I say, 36 count. I actually haven't said. Fritz of Plenty is stitched on 16 count. It's just I think an off-white beta. And Sunflower Cottage, I can't remember if it's 16 or 18 count. I want to say it's 18 count, and it's fabrics by Coffee Craft, Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics. Unfortunately, I can't get her fabric over here anymore, and it's upsetting to say the least. But because it's beautiful fabric, so that was one of hers. And as I say, this is just 36 count natural linen, and it's DMC, all DMC threads. Yes, all DMC threads here. So I'll just put that out. But that is that one, and I'm absolutely loving working on it. So I actually have just this, obviously, this bit to fill out, which is just these wee symbols here, and I think, yeah, right at the very bottom here, I think there's a few of these or something similar to this symbol here. But I've just, I think, 2 full rows of this shape, and then something like this is down here, or maybe it's maybe like half size down here, and that's all it's going to take. So in all honesty, if I sat down for a good, I could probably have that finished this weekend, if I be honest. If I sat down this weekend and just done it, I could probably have it done. That's a big say from me, but it's like, it is a quick stitch. I'll be honest, they are quick stitches if I just sat down and done them. But anyway, that's that. As I say, don't think it's ever going to be made into a cushion, but there is room definitely for another one on this side. I don't think there's enough room. It would be too much of a squeeze to put anything below it, to even get like 4 of them in, but there's definitely enough room. So I was thinking of leaving a wee gap and putting another one on this side, and like maybe framing the 2 together. Don't know, and I don't know which one I would do with it, if I be honest. Looking at them, I'm not sure. You can maybe help me here. So that's the one, that's that one. I think that one behind it would be a wee bit too busy. And that one, there's not really enough on it. If I remember correct from the pattern, although they have real buttons on there, the pattern, you can actually stitch the buttons. So that might be an option. You could do this, but this is very different. Maybe those 2 together would be better. And I'm also thinking maybe this one at the back. This just the alphabet sampler style might be the best option with that. And then those two could go together. Future project, we'll have to see. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, because many hands makes lights work, so if it takes me having to make a decision, all the better. I'll just set that there. So that's that one. So that was the Scarlet House Needfuls. That is from. Next one. These are all like wee surprises for me because they're all in like wee. This is a beauty bag. I think I actually did buy for this purpose. I'm just thinking, did I buy it for like holiday or something? But no, I actually think I did buy it for a purpose. This one, my husband bought me. Love it. It was a Christmas present. Love it. But you'll see it next. Next one is The Artsy Housewife, and it is Summer Plums. So that is that one. Oh, there we go. It is hard to see the moons at the top, but they are there. They are, it's sort of ghosting a wee bit. And I will say they aren't as dark as, or I don't, hopefully it's not coming out as dark as I'm seeing it here on the wee screen, but what I'm seeing, they're not as dark as that. So this one here I absolutely love, but this house is gonna be, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. But I'm loving it. And if anybody has seen other ones, other Flosstubes, or if you follow me on Instagram, I have an Artsy Housewife already finished a house. It was one of her Patreons at a time. Can't remember the name of it, or if there was a name, to be honest, but I already have it up and it's in my haul, and I would like this one. Oh, that sort of takes it out, but that's the majority of it there. I would like this one to go along with it, so I would at some stage. But I love it, and the moons, you see the moons a wee bit better there. They are epic. They are, I think this one so far, you're not really seeing it all there. That is half done. I think there was 410 stitches in that alone, that half. But again, because it's all in one colour, it's not too bad. You can sort of get through it okay. And the rest of it, from what I can see, the part I have left is all, it's all just full rows it'll be, so that'll not be too bad. But again, love working this. Look, I'm going to say that about all of them. That's why they've been worked on this past wee while. Although there might not be much done on them, they have been lifted for a reason, because I love them. I really do like them. So that is that one. That is Summer Plums, The Artsy Housewife. Again, coffee craft fabrics. I think that one is 6. No, I think that one is 18 count. And Megan doesn't usually name her fabrics, so it's just a blue, mottled blue. So that is that one. I don't really want to set that on top of that. Put it there. There could be an avalanche at some stage, but we'll deal with that when it happens. Okay, so as I say, this is my favourite bag. It is a knitting one, and I was an avid, before I got back into before I got back into cross stitch again, crochet, I love crochet and was an avid crocheter. And then now, since I've got back into cross stitch, I never crochet, but I did it one Christmas. I seen this wee bag and I loved it, and the husband bought it for me and I was over the moon. Right, so this one is Primrose Stitches, and it is Winter Rules, I have to always think. Winter Rose, again, absolutely adore this one. Absolutely adore it. So this is on a 16 count. It was just normally at a IET dyed it. Now I don't think it's coming out, this one actually, this is different. It doesn't seem to be coming out as dark. Although it might not be far off. It was my fault. I was following the Witchy Stitcher's way of tea dyeing, and I just missed a step and forgot to rinse it. So it's come out a wee bit darker than what. So I didn't rinse it before you, I think, put it in the oven. I think it was that step, and then when it baked, it was dark. That was all. But I was still happy enough because it was Vintage Country Mocha. It should have been on, but at that stage, I just wanted to start it and didn't have Vintage Country Mocha. I do have a piece now, but so that's why it's in that. But I love this one, and I would love this to be done for Christmas. I don't know if I'm going to get it done for Christmas, this Christmas anyway, but I would love it done. Again, if I just sat down. But the thing is the weather's good, so we're out in the garden an awful lot. Like, we were off yesterday because I had to take the car to the garage. So we just took the day off and decided we'd just do a wee bit around the house. So we went out into the back garden and started to read out bits and stuff that needed done, a skip run. So we'd done that. So by the time I come in last night, in all honesty, I was tired. So I didn't bother. I didn't bother. So there's a lot of nights like that where I'm maybe just doing a lot of stuff through the day, and then by the time it comes to sitting down to stitch, I'm just too tired to do it, because I know if I lift it, there's only going to be mistakes made. So there's that. I'm baking. I usually bake anyway, but I'm sort of trying to do a wee bit more. So it's stuff like that that's just takes up your time. But no, that one I really do. I'd love to get back and get it done. So we'll see. We'll see. I know. The more I look at them now whenever they're out, I'm like, I need to get something done. Okay. So that is that one. Right. Well, I'll show you this one. No, that's a new start, so I'm gonna show you my two full coverage ones now. Get this one out of the bag, and then I'll show you my new start and one that I'm hoping to start. Well, that'll be a bit of a story, but if I get this open now. Sorry, but you're gonna have to excuse the dog hair or cat hair or whatever hair it is in this. But that is this one. Oh, sorry. That is this one. So this is Winter City. It is A Stitch Is So Beautiful, and it's by Karla, Gerard. So that is how that one is coming on. That is as wide as it is, so I do have quite a bit. So I wanted to get over to see how wide it was, to try and maybe get rid of some of that fabric. And now I'm trying to maybe work down till see how long it is. But I enjoy that one every time. It's the colours. I love the colours of it. I still haven't the sun fully finished yet. There's still a few wee stitches missing in it. but the rest is all filled in, and as I say, then across the top, hopefully you're seeing that, across the top. So I'm getting a good few stitches in that. I can't even remember what percentage I'm at on that, but oh my goodness, that is covered. I just put it in that bag. I never actually, I usually do roller them, I do roller it. So, I love that. I love working on it, and I do find when I bring it out, I could just keep working on it. That's the thing. I could sort of be a monogamous stitcher nearly with that one. So that is that. And my last full coverage. This is massive, so excuse the wrinkles and the way the fabric looks. I do sort it out whenever I take it out. So this is Fairytale DM, that's by Muse, and it is Heaven and Earth Designs. I'll have the full picture up there. And that is how far I am with that. So there's about 3,000 odd stitches in that. I haven't made 1% yet. But that is how that one's coming on. And sorry, the two full coverage are on 20 count. Just 20 count white 80. But this one is massive. It really is. So, but I'm loving that, and I hope you're seeing the colours there. It is dark, this part, but I am sort of starting now the other. If I moved on over on any direction, it is starting to lighten. So it is. So again, love that one too, and could stitch away easily. That's sort of probably one of the problems why I haven't been on and haven't had much to show you, because I could lift one and I could work a week on it easily, and if I'm enjoying it, I can't see why I should stop myself from stitching on it. So that's sort of, it wouldn't be much fun me coming every 2 weeks and showing you 2 projects really. That's sort of what I'm trying to say. I don't think it would be, maybe you'd be fine with it, I don't know, but and I like to see progress. I can't get much progress over 2 nights on maybe something. I'd be lucky if I maybe got 300, 400 stitches over 2 nights. I'm not the fastest stitcher, so my progress maybe wouldn't be as much, but that's what it is. Okay, so my battery is getting quite low here. I'm hoping to get this done. Right, so the next thing is Renewal, and it is by Teresa Cogart. This was one of her Patreons for March, if I mind right. I had to get it. I wasn't part of her Patreon, but I just decided, right, I know this, the whole bundle that she had was gorgeous, and I says, no, I have to get this. So joined Patreon for this. But you'll understand when you see it. Well, you'll have seen the picture of it. And this is, oh, bumped you. This is how far I have got with it. Now, I really wanted to get this one started. This is on Vintage Country Mocha, and it is 18 count. And I wanted to get the wee goose finished before I set this one just to the side. Now, this one is a long one, as you'll have seen. So there's not much more, a bit of grass around his feet, and then wording, as far as I can remember, underneath. So there's not that much lengthwise or that way depth of it, but there's a good bit in the length where I have, well, the fabric obviously is longer, but that's that there. So I love that one, absolutely loving it. Again, I see it now and I'm like, oh, I so want to get back to that again. And these are over 1. I'm just using 1 thread, sorry, over 1. So that is that. So that was the only new start I've had. I am starting another one. I'm going to have to put the picture up here if I don't have it printed out, and again it's going to be a full coverage, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the fabric's being delivered today, and it is James Stewart. It's by Stitchman Darcy. It's available on his Etsy shop. I did start it. I thought the fabric I had was 25 count. When I started it, or counted it, it seemed to be 32 count. I thought I'll go with it anyway and see. No, it is way too small, way too small. So I have ordered a piece of 20 count Ada just to do it on. So if it comes today, I'm hoping to get it started. I'll get it started today. But I have actually the flosses here, flosses threads. So it is, as you've seen, it looks monochrome. So that is all the colours there. That is everything there. So although obviously a lot of greys, blacks, we have brown, navy, dark green, there's pinks, lilacs, lighter greens. So there's a lot of stuff in there. So that will be hopefully a new start for me today or tomorrow. Because it was my aim to start this month. It would have been James Stewart's birthday this month, and that's why I wanted to do that. So that will be something for me to show you next time, hopefully anyway. So that is everything that I have stitched on over the past however many months it's been. As I say, some have got more stitches in than others, but that's just the way it is at the minute. Life can be busy, and you just have to fit it in around it. And I enjoy, although I enjoy stitching, I also enjoy other things, so that's the reason for that. I just wanted to do a couple of shout outs of people I've been watching. I've sort of reduced the amount of people I'm watching because I kind of just was a bit overwhelmed sometimes. I know I don't have to watch people, it's not like I'm sitting with a gun to my head, but I don't know. There's some people I was following I hadn't watched in a long time. There's some people just, what they were doing just wasn't what I sort of like anymore or are interested in anymore, so I sort of did do a little bit of a go through of everybody I watched. So these actually, anybody I've been watching at the moment are all full coverage, or mainly full coverage stitchers, but it's Nicola, just a stitcher, I've been watching her, Anne from Max Colour Stitcher, and in Stitches with Ebony. I'm finding what she's saying at the moment I'm agreeing a lot with. I don't know, we just seem to have a line this year, and what she's doing and what I'm doing is pretty much very similar, where stitching kind of had took over our lives, and we're sort of reeling it back in again and doing other things that we enjoy. So I've sort of found her very good to watch. And then for live streams, I don't get to watch her live very often, but she does stitch with me, is Slow Stitch Yogi. I love just putting it on and listening to her talking and going through the chat and all that. So I enjoy that. So that is sort of everybody I've been watching. As I say, I haven't really been watching very many. I do watch a lot of true crime and other bits and pieces, so I do, but no, that's been it. I just want to give a quick shop update. The shop is still open. There are still patterns and bits, and I have been adding actually other crafty bits to the shop, but I'm having a wee bit of an issue, not an issue, because I live in Northern Ireland, Windsor Agreement, all this here. There's patterns that I bought recently, last year, I can't put them in the shop until I get stuff sorted. So although I have a lot of patterns sitting, I can't sell them on the shop. So you might go on and you'll go, she is not updating, there's nothing new in this shop. I know, I really know, and it's upsetting me quite a bit. But I'm now working with somebody and we're trying to get this sorted. And that's all I'm saying on that. But no, the shop is still there. It is still functioning. So if there's any patterns, older maybe patterns you want and can't find them, you possibly will find them there. It's just the newer stuff I just at the minute I'm not able to put onto the shop. So hopefully we'll get that all rectified. But that is everything. I think that is all I need to say to you. My battery is nearly out, so that has worked well. So I'll just wrap it up there. So until next time, oh, please like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff as well. Always forget to say that. So if you could do that, it would be brilliant. And until next time, have a great stitchy week, couple of weeks, and I will see you then. Bye.